Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Superchargers Soul Seeker series here in the channel. We're going to kick things off with a reattempt upon the Fiesta challenge, which I decided to do outside of streaming hours because if you recall back to a few episodes prior, I struggled with this challenge, so I decided to attempt it without the pressure of recording or streaming, and in my typical fashion I managed to beat the challenge first try as soon as all of the cameras were turned off. Now, what we're going to get to enjoy throughout the entirety of this challenge is some fantastic music, because to no one's surprise, Fiesta's challenge is music themed. Now, the general gist of this challenge is to keep your multiplier up. So long as you keep collecting music notes, you keep that multiplier up, you keep earning a higher score from each individual music note, and you also get this glorious music so long as the music notes have been collected. My apologies for that such right there, but the thing about Crypt Crusher is that it has a really good handling stat, so I'm not even bothering to drift here because drifting will probably take too much of a wider outside line. But just know that sometimes it will be worth sacrificing your multiplier to ensure you don't hit the purple things that go back and forth. I'm not sure if they take points away, but it always feels as though whenever you hit those, the challenge is just one step away from absolute failure. And we all know that if you don't get triple stars, you're lost. It's one of those situations where if you're not first, you're last. Now, we're kicking off this first lap quite successfully here. We have over 117,000 and we need 300,000 to beat the challenge. So we're definitely on pace, given that we need an average in that case of 100,000 per lap. Now you'll notice that a lot of these lines are getting wider and wider. It's easier to go wide and turn tight with the Crypt Crusher than it is to do vice versa. And then we're, as always, avoiding those purpley things of doom, but sometimes they trap you. Like, you think you got to follow the music notes like it's a linear path, but those purple things, like it did right there, will block your path, and we've had to sacrifice the multiplier right there, and we lost out on the epic music for a few seconds. That is the true tragedy behind it all, definitely not the multiplier. We're still looking good though, so we're going to continue with this run. 169,000, nice, or at least we were. But here we go again, bobbing and weaving through those purple ones, which once again there was a trail that led us straight to a purple one. I was very worried for a moment there playing through this. I am clearly post-commentating right now, but I was very worried because I thought I was about to hit the purple machine of death, but I managed to narrowly avoid it, which is obviously fantastic. I mean, why would I be a fan of hitting those things when that's specifically what I told you a couple of seconds ago not to do? So we're already at 200,000, which means we're on pace for the second lap as well. And we're just going to keep going with these music notes and try and avoid the purple machines of doom ones, which this challenge tricks you. That's my problem with it. Not only are the hitboxes jank, but the challenge tricks you. You'll be on the trail of the music notes, the trail which the game is encouraging you to follow, and then suddenly a purple machine will appear out of nowhere, and you'll hit it just by following the trail that you're meant to follow. Like, what's the point in giving us a trail if it's just going to lead us to ultimate death? That being said, we drove for the fire right there like absolute badasses. That was a janky jump, a bit like the janky hitboxes in this game when it comes to the jankiness. There's another janky jump. But say, racing through the fire previously, it was no big deal whatsoever. We took a few hits to our shields, but it didn't ruin our multiplier, unlike that did right now. I also hate this challenge when your multiplier is wrecked, despite the fact that you hit the note well before the multiplier expired. I keep wanting to say multiplayer rather than multiplier because one of the future episodes of this series is going to feature a multiplier, but now what I'm going to do is shut up so you can get my live reaction of finally hitting that 300,000 mark.
Woo! Got it at last.
And there it was, my initial reaction. As you could tell, I was just absolutely filled to the brim of excitement. In fact, I don't think I've ever been more excited about an entire achievement my whole life. Graduating at University of Lincoln. Well, I haven't graduated yet, but I have completed all of my projects for university. And you know what? When I submitted that final project, not nearly did I celebrate it as heavily as I did for completion of this challenge. This was a massive weight lifted off my shoulders after so many false attempts of this challenge. But just like that, we're crossing that finish line.
Take that! Oh, I needed this. About time I passed out with flying colours. It called for 300,000. I can do you 45,000 better. So yeah, without further ado, I've now all set up for the stream. Y'all are about to see right after the intro plays itself out, mind you. We're on episode 9 already, so we're one away from double digits. How am I doing? I have scorching. I mean, the title does not lie. We're currently at 28 degrees Celsius here in the UK, which is basically nothing in comparison to most countries around the world. But for us Brits, we can barely stand 20 degrees, let alone, you know, 8 more of those. Plus, it might say it's 28 degrees outside, it feels a lot warmer, which is why, I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background or not, but I do have a fan running. If I don't, I might make myself ill from just how warm it is, so I'm afraid we're going to have to deal with that fan on, because if I didn't have a fan, I simply just wouldn't feel up to streaming. The UK should not be this hot. The funniest part is that this isn't even the hottest the UK has gotten, and neither is it the hottest the UK will get. Over this summer, we're going to have some insane temperatures, because last summer, we had some insane temperatures. It feels like every single summer, we're cracking new records for the UK in terms of just how gosh damned hot it gets. Toasted Crumb, welcome to the stream. Firebone Cohen, it's good to see you, my friend. Everyone in the chat right now, they have some incredible channels, so be sure to go and subscribe to one another. You can thank me later, because you are in for some real content treats when you go and subscribe to one another, that is. I can't wait to melt. I'm melting! I'm melting! But anyway, first and first, we're going to visit the shop. Then what we're going to do is we are going to put onto the portal the Sky Racing Trophy, because without the Sky Racing Trophy, I cannot play Astro Blast Supercharger Challenge thing with Bob. But what we're going to be doing throughout the grand majority of this episode is the quest that Tessa and Hugo set for us. Purely because, in the previous episodes, we got to listen to the greatest song of all time, Supercharged with Love. That's right, we defeated the darkness in the previous episode, so now we have all the post-game stuff that's left. Toasted Crumb, I will do anything to switch places with you right now. Like, how about you fly over here to the UK, you take the controller out of my hands and you run the stream for me. I have no doubt that the gameplay would then be about 1,000 million times better, and that isn't even an exaggeration either. I am terrible at video games, and I'm alright with that. Luke is right, it is way too hot. Welcome to the stream, my good friend Luke. It's like 30 degrees Celsius where I live. Bro, that's like 2 degrees warmer than us. I think we all wish we lived where Toasted Crumb lives right now. Okay, we want a Mountie hat, let's go. Yeah, we're really increasing that hat collection. Very good, very important. You got to make sure you're wearing hats when the sun is out, because it can keep your head cooler and shaded. If you don't, then you run the risk of actually getting ill. Which is why I question as to why I myself am wearing a hat. I should wear a hat. I used to get heat stroke really, really easily when I was younger. But that being said and done, let's finally place onto the portal that Sky Racing Trophy.
You now have access
Hats are
to the
incredibly
most
stylish.
skies for racing in all the Skylands.
Oh, and let me know if the gameplay audio is too loud. It sounds really loud on my headset right now, but hopefully you can hear me over it just fine. If not, I can always just adjust the audio levels on the game itself. That's the whole point. I'm not even playing popcorn, so the point punches don't really work. Luke Smith, 16 months. That's a huge milestone. Thanks for sticking with me that long. Me and my absolute craziness. It's hard to think that memberships have even been around as long as that. King Toast, Stirfied, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, my friends. Good to see you indeed. Ooh, Wishstone. In fact, 2 Wishstones. Don't mind if I do. Let's go wishing, folks. I wish for something cold. That's not cold! Oh yeah, we also Portal Master ranked up off stream. We're going to talk about that as soon as I get into these Supercharger challenges. But first things first, we have some wishes to be making. Yes, a wild stew in his natural habitat has appeared. I don't know whether to be worried or celebratory. Who am I kidding? I should definitely be worried. Saw that new Transformers movie last night. Oh, it's definitely a lot better than anything Michael Bay created in terms of Transformers brand. I don't think it was quite as good as Bumblebee, but I fairly enjoyed it. I think for reviews for a little bit too harsh just because of franchise bias against Transformers. I feel like a lot of critics go into these Transformers movies ready to hate them, because Rise of the Beasts, on Rotten Tomatoes, it's funny, it has a rotten certification, yet the consensus for it is generally quite positive. It talks about how the human drama between set pieces invokes a lot of heart into the film, which is absolutely true. The film has a lot of heart. This is a Transformers film where Stephen Cable Jr. actually cared about the characters, so that was nice for once. And we're not just talking about the human ones too. The robots, the Autobots themselves, all had distinctive personalities to speak of. Especially Mirage, who was the MVP hands down. I loved watching Mirage. Anyway, let's get Astroblast onto the portal. My favourite Supercharger is Hammerslam Bowser, but unfortunately, with me playing on the PlayStation 4, I cannot play as Hammerslam Bowser. Oh yeah, Mirage was fantastic in Rise of the Beast. So I would actually recommend going to watch Transformers Rise of the Beast. It's a lot better than critics let on. And let me also say that a lot of films recently have been critiqued for unfinished CGI, or at least CGI that doesn't look all that great. The CGI in Transformers Rise of the Beast is really polished. It looks really good. Anyway, here we have some Supercharger challenges. If you remember to the previous episodes, I had a bit of trouble with Crypt Crusher's challenge, so I went and did that off camera. And surprise, surprise, the moment I turned the camera off, I did the challenge first try with 40,000 points left to spare, over 40,000. So there you go. Streaming is a distraction, but I love a distraction. It's amazing having all of you in, especially when Firebone Cohen said, "Why can only mods visit channels from people in chat? Every time I want to visit someone's channel to subscribe to them, I need to try to search it." That is super annoying. YouTube didn't used to do it that way, but they changed it in recent years. I mean, it's definitely not a fake Crypt Crusher, because this is the Crypt Crusher that is channel moderated. Sup, nerds! I always love Crypt Crusher's introductions. I mean, he is the biggest nerd of us all. So it's good that, you know, he acknowledges us as such. Takes a nerd to know a nerd. Okay, I was not paying attention to our objectives. But what I'm thinking about doing is that after I've finished a series and we've played every single Supercharger challenge, I'm going to rank all 20 of them. Because, like everything in the Skylanders, there are some Supercharger challenges that are better than others. I mean, despite the unfair difficulty of Fiesta's challenge, it was really fun to tackle. That will definitely be probably top 3 material. Light bulbs, get it? Because we're a light Skylander? Haha. But say, this is actually the last Supercharger challenge I can tackle from it being, because all of the other Supercharger challenges I need the vehicles for, and those vehicles are back home. So I can't do Thrillipede because the Buzzwing is back home. I can't do Gilgrunts because the Sea Racing Trophy is back home and you need the Sea Racing Trophy for it. And then I can't do Nightfalls either because that one for Sea Shadow is also at home. And I'm at the University of Link Accommodation at the moment. Luckily I go home in late July, so I'll be able to finish the series then, but it's looking like I'm going to wrap things up on that 10th episode and just make it grand. I don't care how long it takes, we will finish all this post-game content. So welcome folks to the penultimate episode of Skylanders Supercharger Soul Seekers. It has been 8 months in the making, but it has been an incredible journey. What are these light bulbs even doing, by the way? Like, I paid absolutely zero attention to this challenge's intro. Returning with the milk! Oh, I can go for some milk right now. Milk sounds refreshing. Some drawing sounds great, especially since you're very talented with drawing, so that makes it sound even better. An AI art generator. Fair enough. I mean, you being lazy. Valid reason. In fact, I've never read a more valid reason in my entire life. If, you know, university ever asked me why one of my assignments was late, pure laziness, and that would be easily forgiven. I think I would probably gain top marks for that assignment, actually. Which I am, of course, joking about. I've never actually been late for a university assignment. I've been close before. I have submitted about 5 minutes beforehand, but never late. And to be fair, the one that I submitted closest to the deadline was the one where we had group work to do, and one of my group members got their work back to us like literally 2 hours before the deadline. So I quickly had to scramble and get it all compiled before the deadline reached us. Then I had to export the video and send it to all of the group mates in time. But yeah, being the awesome editor that I am, I managed it. Group work sucks when you're not with the best groups. Like, I had a really good group for Beyond Silence, the short film that you should all definitely go and watch, by the way, and that turned out really good. I'm literally a moderator, but sure, I'm fake. Exactly, that is some perfect logic right there. Despite you very clearly being a moderator and the real Crypt Crusher, you are still a fake Crypt Crusher. Perhaps you're the fake real Crypt Crusher. You ever consider that? I mean, I love fake real stuff. Fake real stuff is the best type of real stuff. The stuff that's real but fake. What, AI does that? They steal people's art to make fake art?
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you expect from an AI? I don't trust AI. I think we should stop developing AI right now, otherwise it will rise up against us. And when, ultimately, the AI does rise up against us, all of these movies that have been warning us about it for years, they will also come alive. And they will do it for no reason than to say, told you so. Like Terminator, that movie will come to life, and it will come straight up to our faces, told you so. And you know what? I think that those movies would earn that right. If I was one of those movies, I would really want to say told you so. I mean, come on, in 2011 a film called Contagion came out. You know what happened 9 years later? That film came to life because we ignored it. That's what happens. This is why I don't ignore films, folks. Films, like The Simpsons, predict the future. I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I'm unable to express emotion. Fair enough. Oh yeah, Luke was a cameraman. He did a fantastic job. This project really helped boost his confidence, because throughout the whole thing, he was... Well, he didn't second guess himself. He got the shots sorted, which I was very pleased about. But afterward... You know, we kept telling him, me and the rest of my group, how great he did. And he just wouldn't let it soak in. But now, finally... Finally, the tutors have came back with good feedback for him. And it goes to show that... Luke... I told you so! I can't keep yelling like this. I'm gonna overheat at this rate. Luke, stop it right now! Did I accidentally press race again? Oh,
Are you worthy?
guess I accidentally pressed race again.
Fired.
Looks like we're just gonna head straight back to the academy. I don't care if any unsafe progress is lost. We already beat it. This is what happens when you pay no attention, but even by paying no attention, we got that challenge first try. Like, that challenge was significantly easier compared to Fiestas. I have no idea why Fiestas, Supercharger Challenge in particular, has a unrelenting difficulty spike that comes out of nowhere. Champion League Final, one of the best football games in Europe. What, you mean it's finished and it was one of the best games of football because you really enjoyed the game, or it's coming up and you're anticipating it to be one of the best football games? I don't know, I don't really follow football. My brother is watching it, so I'll probably see some of it. Oh, cool! Well, I hope whoever's watching football enjoy it. It's not one of my personal pastimes, but I can see the appeal behind it. I said biggest, not best. That he did say. At some point in the chat that I probably missed because it's me. I miss a lot of things. It would be great if the Sunrunner ran up to the sun, stole the sun, and then gave us, you know, some shade, some coolness. Do I want to wear the hat? No, no, I do not. Though what is cool is Astroblast's Moonwalk right now. More of a basketball guy, personally. Any sport that involves more than one person, I am immediately against. Swimming, love it. Cycling, love it. Badminton singles, love it. You know why? What do they all have in common? I don't have to rely on anybody else, and worse, better yet, I don't have a team relying on me. I don't have the stress of needing to be good enough to match what the rest of my team is doing. I can just be my own independent self, which means that I get all the glory when I do good, and when I do bad, there's no one to blame but myself. Which is why I love swimming, badminton, and cycling so much. You ask me what the top 3 sports on the planet are? Those are the 3 right now. As well as kickboxing as well. I do love me a bit of kickboxing because it utilises the whole body, which is why I prefer it over boxing. With boxing you do very little with your legs, so being able to kick people is fun. End of story. Oh yep, it's 28 degrees Celsius. I did mention that at the very beginning of the stream. That is why. I'm not even sure if anyone can hear it, but if you can hear a fan in the background, I need it desperately. Without that fan, I will just be cooked alive. Now that's a fancy hat right there. That hat actually has an animation behind it, but why would I replace Astro Blast spikes? All what he needs to do is headbutt folk, and he will obliterate them. Anyway, because I don't have the Sea Shadow, it means I also don't have a Dark vehicle, so I can't even do the final Elemental vehicle challenge neither. So this is where we just do Hugo and Tessa challenges for the next hour straight.
Complete the Supercharger.
27 degrees for you. Arthur Skylands, can we swap places? Because 1 degree Celsius less would be fantastic right now. Luke, you are very, very lucky to be able to be listening to two of me right now. Two of me just isn't enough. What we need is a third me. I need to do the living with yourself treatment and clone myself without actually knowing that I cloned myself, because for those of you who haven't seen Paul Rudd's Netflix drama Living With Yourself, is actually really clever. It covers a lot of mental health topics, which is why it's called Living With Yourself, mentally being able to live with yourself. But then Paul Rudd also goes and clones himself, so that means that because he's cloned himself, he is literally living with a cloned version of himself. He is literally living with himself, and he is figuratively learning to live with himself. It is a fantastic show with some excellent character writing and some genuinely well-written gags as well. Like, the comedy really lands in that show. I quite enjoyed it. And Paul Rudd is just really, really likable. Like, pretty much anything he's in, I like infinitely better than that same project without him in it. Ant-Man Quantumania is saved by Paul Rudd, even though it's let down by literally everyone else, because Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer, they're all just kind of phoning it in. It's just kind of like, you know, paycheck please type performance from them. Paul Rudd has given it his all as always. And then Catherine Newton. I hate her. I hate her so much. I really wish they kept the original actress for her, because the original actress for Cassie in Endgame, she's on screen for all of 5 seconds, and she's shown a better range of acting than what Catherine Newton did throughout her entire film. Okay, so all I need to do is complete this. And that's great, because that means I get to murder some stuff, and I love murdering stuff. I don't think I even need to fight these enemies, but you know what? Fighting stuff is fun, so let's do it. And I'm also really glad to be completing these challenges, because these challenges are the final trophies I need from Superchargers Platinum. And I think after all of the hours I put into this game, I should finally get the Platinum at some point. It's the only Skylanders game I have on PlayStation 4, which I haven't got the Platinum for yet. Why did MODOK look like that? I think MODOK just generally looked unfinished. They probably had a different vision for MODOK, but in the end, given the harsh deadlines, they weren't able to fulfill upon that. Fulfill upon those initial thoughts for the character. Because yes, MODOK is seriously ugly, and he's not exactly, you know, handsome in the comics either. In fact, he is notoriously ugly in comics. But they kind of took it a bit too far, the ugliness in Quantumania. Kill it! Kill it now! There you go, that's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? MODOK looked fantastic. No, he did not. But again, might I remind you, a lot of CG this year didn't look finished. Ant-Man Quantumania looked fine, didn't look great. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Now that CG is polished. Those artists were not only given the resources and the time they needed, but they were also given, I feel like, creative freedom, because man, the film looks good. And it's also shot in a way to where you can actually see what's going on. It doesn't have shaky cam in every other shot, unlike Michael Bay's films. It doesn't have aspect ratios changing every other shot, unlike Michael Bay films. So Michael Bay does know how to shoot action, but it can be ridiculously hard to follow at times. Plus, all of the Autobots themselves have distinctive designs, so you can actually tell them apart. Gotta go soak up the sun for a bit. Not quite as hot as England, but still pretty nice. Alright then, you enjoy the sun, and thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. It was great getting to see you. And now what we're going to do is return to the academy to reap our rewards of the challenge. Yeah, see you, Crypt. Have a great day. Something tells me you can't. You didn't like. I liked the first one. I liked the first Transformers Michael Bay film, and I liked elements of Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon does some good stuff. Like the Moon Conspiracy, that's a really fun conspiracy to work around with. It's a shame that they only really cover it for the first 20 minutes of the film. And then I also, the final sequence in Dark of the Moon is incredible, especially for 2011 standards. It really holds up. And I also really like the acting in Dark of the Moon for the most part. It's a lot better than the previous two Transformers movies. And then the third Transformers film was innovative. You know, it was an action film, it was a blockbuster, a new style, one in which the world hadn't really seen before. Plus, it really revitalized the Transformers brand. Without that first film, Transformers as a brand would have died out. So I'm grateful to the first film for that.
For this next
so it's not that I hate
I
all Michael Bay films,
or
all of the Michael Bay Transformers films. I just hate 60% of them. Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, and Last Night. I hate him! I hate him so much! Alright, I wasn't even paying attention to what challenge we have to do now. I like Dark of the Moon, the other ones were just fine for me. Fair enough, Dark of the Moon is generally conceived of as the best Michael Bay sequel. But now we have Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, which have finally showcased what a good Transformers movie can look like. More so Bumblebee than Rise of the Beast, because again, that is my favourite Transformers film.
This is your chance, Skylander.
Yeah, that's
The
great,
squid
Tessa, I
titan
don't
isn't
much
going to
care.
let you get-
Okay, what was the challenge? Video game, remind me of challenge. Do we find quests in here? Quests. Right, complete the C-star objective. Why did it have to be a C-star objective? I hate those. We apparently also have emblems to redeem, which we can do under Portal Master. So let's see what we have here. And we rank up! What PlayStation 4 game should I buy first? It depends on what PlayStation 4 games you already have. If you're asking me for something in general, the PS4 library is so huge that it's hard to pinpoint which ones. But God of War, Last of Us Remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn, they should definitely be on the top of your list. For Avenger! Long time no see, it's amazing to see you, my friend, and you are right, my hair is indeed fire. So right now, let's have some land acceleration, because I hate all the other sections, and I try to avoid them like the plague. Speaking of plague, Plague Tale Innocence is going to be one of the games I stream in the future. I'm going to finish Forbidden West, then we're going to do God of War Ragnarok, and after God of War Ragnarok, I'm going to let you guys vote on which game I'll do after that. But Plague Tale Innocence is definitely going to be one of those games to vote for, because that is a highly, highly underrated game. Anyone who's played it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine not being Portal Master 75. Couldn't be me. Oh dear. Well, I'm almost at 75. I'm 75 reversed. Oh crap, I'm not 75 reversed anymore. Oh, I'm not your favourite SkyTuber. Don't be ridiculous, Urban Avenger. There are way better SkyTubers out there. I mean, have you seen Crypt Crusher's videos? I've been fine. At the moment, I'm just mostly hot, which is why I have my fan. My biggest fan is right next to me. I shouldn't insult all the other fans. I'm sure you other fans are also pretty big fans. Though I don't mean that in a nasty way, because that could also be taken as a nasty, like, burn on you all, which is not.
You must have a sea vehicle.
Anyway, sea vehicle. Let's get the Reef Ripper out. It's sad, I have Reef Ripper and Deep Dive Gilbert, so you think I'll be able to do his Supercharger challenge, but you need the Sea Racing trophy as well. Haha! Double meaning joke. No, it was a single meaning joke after Skylanders. There was no other meaning. What? The other meaning you're conceiving from it is completely wrong. Damn, this is Telltale Season 2, Episode 3 all over again. The double meaning to the jokes. Obviously, I'm not going to repeat the jokes from Telltale's Walking Dead Season 2 because they aren't exactly fitting for a Skylanders game. Then again, I say that, these streams aren't exactly family friendly. I do swear like an absolute trucker. But this stream, I've been good this stream. I've been a good boy. You should be well proud. I've resisted 25 minutes straight without swearing. Or maybe I have without even noticing.
We literally need better.
I mean, sometimes I do just kind of swear subconsciously. Oh no, not those jokes! Hey, Art of Skylanders, I was one who made the jokes. The game kind of did it. Game did it on my behalf. You'll be happy to know, though, that those kind of jokes only really exist in Season 2. Because again, for some reason, in Season 2, God just decided to bully this 11-year-old girl. It bullied Clementine in every conceivable fashion, including jokes that are way above her age range. Or suitable for her age range, I should say.
Taurus. They ruined
Poor
all
Clementine,
of the
she's a
great
victim of
vacation
bullying,
spots.
I tell ya. Rise has just absolutely bullied this 11-year-old girl. Rise of the Beast changed for the better. Oh yeah, absolutely. The Transformers formula is changing. It's becoming a lot more refreshed compared to Michael Bay films, which is much needed. Clem deserves better. Clem absolutely deserves better. Why couldn't Clem be in just some like stupid, like High School Musical ripoff where all she has to worry about is dates and school grades? And better yet, in a setting like that, in any setting like High School Musical, Clementine would still be the best damn character.
You're a total show pony, and I have had
Clem is the best damn character period. She's easily my favourite Walking Dead character, which is saying a lot given how many Walking Dead characters I adore, because it's my favourite franchise outside of Skylanders. Precisely, Art of Skylanders.
Beachcomber.
Precisely.
your ship just came in, Skylander.
Okay, I don't even need to do any of this, so let's just get to the academy already. I still Lee a bit more, but Clem's up there. Oh, you mean you think you prefer Lee? Fair enough, Lee is easily my number 2. Lee is still the GOAT. Like, when it comes to ranking Lee and Clementine, for me, they are very, very close. I guarantee that if Lee was in later seasons, he probably would be my number 1. But Clementine just gets so much development that it makes her such a compelling character to literally, like, grow up alongside. I mean, you shouldn't be playing these games when you're that age, but if you did play the first Walking Dead when you was about 12 years old, when the final season came out, you would have been 20. You literally grew up alongside Clementine. Or, you know, you practically raised Clementine, because she grows up throughout these games.
You're the best.
So her character
Thanks
development
for
is
the
just so
help.
compelling that
Here,
she barely
take
edges out
this.
Lee for me, which is why if Lee was in more of the games and he had that chance of character development, and better yet, if he had that chance for him and Clementine's bond to be explored more vigorously, then I have no doubt that Lee could go up that ranking for me a little bit, even though he's still at number 2, so that's not too shabby.
Hi there, Skylander.
Here's the
For
thing, the
this
main
next
reason why they killed off Lee
mission,
in
I
Season
need
1
you
was
to head to
because
this
they had no
location
idea
and
the game was going to be
complete
that
the Landstar
successful.
objective.
Telltale did not anticipate the major success of Season 1. They did not think they was ever going to be making a Season 2, let alone a Season 3 and a Season 4. If they knew they was going to make a Season 2, they have stated in interviews that they would have kept Lee alive.
This place is incredible.
I
Look
almost
at
kind
all
of wish they would
these
reboot the
books.
series so
I
that
could
then
stay
we
in
can
here
get that, we can
forever.
get more of Lee. I was thinking about coming back and just doing vlogging and stuff without Skylanders content, or just some animal Skylanders stuff. Oh, minimal Skylanders stuff. I guess I accidentally put an A in there. Apparently we've got to get to... It wants me to do the land vehicle objective in the Spellpunk library, where we got to get through all of the books first. Can I really be asked? I mean, this is my one of my favourite levels in the game, but can I be asked? Like, really? What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the academy, and we'll leave this one for last, because instead we're going to load up some missions from
Skylanders are the
stuff. Oh, Wolf Among Us is definitely on my playlist. I'm waiting until Season 2 gets closer to the release date, because otherwise I'll play Season 1, I will love it, and then I'll be bummed out because I have to wait forever for Season 2. So I am trying to play for Wolf Among Us at a time where I have the smallest wait between Season 1 and Season 2. But I do own the game, I bought the game, I'm really looking forward to playing it because I've heard so many good things about Wolf Among Us. But as for what Earth and Avengers said, I definitely would encourage you making content if that's what you want to do.
Please get those birds back.
Like, at the end of the day, if you want to do Skylanders to a minimal extent, that is perfectly okay. You know, don't let anyone dictate what you should and should not make. Plus, if you make something you're not enjoying, then the quality, it shows through, and people enjoy it less. I've seen videos on YouTube that you can tell the creator doesn't enjoy what they're doing, and as such, I haven't enjoyed that video. And speaking of videos, I haven't had many on my channel recently. I even promised you, like last week, that videos would return, and then they didn't. It's because I'm putting an absurd level of polish on those videos.
Skylanders.
Most people would have released those videos already, but for me, I feel like they're unfinished. So because I'm taking my time and I'm really polishing these videos, you can expect some really good stuff in the near future. But I just really want to take my time with them and get them right. But at least now, with the absurd level of polish these videos are going to have, you into something special throughout the entire summer. I have so many awesome things planned. I have really creative videos coming up, as well as videos that I'm hoping will get viewership, so that then we can really put a spotlight back on the Skylanders franchise. You know, the more people who watch these videos, the more people who are reminded that this game still has a strong community. I mean, a pretty big YouTuber made a Skylanders video recently. I can't remember the name of the channel, but they had like over 200,000 subscribers. And it was a really well-made video. You've probably watched it, given that it has over... Last time I checked, it had over 20,000 views. So, yeah, you've probably watched it and you know which video I'm on about. I just can't remember who made it. So, darn. That was not what I intended to do in that video game. Okay, is that what I meant to do? Not entirely. Okay, so push that. I think, maybe. No, that's not right either. I think I know what I gotta do. Let's push that. Okay, push that. And we push it again. There we go. There we go. This has taken me much more longer than it's probably meant to, but here we are. Okay, now we've got to push this one up, and there you go, we got there eventually. Try to remember, I don't recall watching. Perhaps not. But yeah, I think the next Telltale game is a game called The Expense. I believe that comes out next, and I'm really looking forward to that because it got a completely new formula altogether. So I'm just really looking forward to what it is that Telltale has in store for us. I mean, at the end of the day, they've been these games have been in development for years now, given that they had to close their studios for a couple of years after their, what was it, bankruptcy? So yeah, I'm hoping their return could be a glorious one. But I have no doubt in my mind that they will pull out all of the stops to continue to deliver us with their incredible games. And for the love of everything, do not give us another season of Walking Dead. Okay, Clem's ending was perfect. Or better yet, give us another season of Walking Dead, but don't involve Clementine. Please just let her have her happy ending. I think she's earned it. Okay, does that want to go there? No, it does not. Where does it want to go then? I think I know where it wants to go. Okay, so we want to push this here. Yes, there you go. Okay. Then we want to push this completely out of the way. Well, not that far out of the way. Push that one back. That was a mistake. I am making these puzzles look a lot harder than they actually are. Walking Dead season 56. Not even the main show got to that point, so I doubt Telltales will do it. The main show ended at 11 seasons. Yes! For those of you who keep saying it, yes! The main show did actually come to an end. I know it's unbelievable to think that, what, it was still going for that long? Yes, that show was still going for that long, and yes, it did come to an end. It came to an end last year with the 11th season, which was fine. I think it was definitely a step up from season 10. I think the latter half of The Walking Dead really does just suffer. The earlier seasons are definitely way better, with the exception of season 9. Season 9 is just the anomaly to where season 9 is absurdly good. Of the last 5, well, from season 6 onwards, season 9 is hands down the best season. In fact, it's my second favourite season of the show, period. Second to season 5, because season 5 is incredible. Oh, Air is stronger here. How long has Air been stronger here? I have not been paying attention. The show ended, but now they're doing a bunch of spin-offs. Yep, so Fear of the Walking Dead is finishing. For 8th season will be its last. I'm wondering to see how they're going to wrap that up. But then we have Isle of Dead, which I believe is supposed to be out soon. That features Maggie and Negan. Then we're getting obviously the Dow Dixon show, and we're getting Michonne and Rick, which is easily one I'm looking forward to most, because Rick Grimes is my favourite TV show character, hands down. Oh, Negan is such a excellently written character. And Ayo! Welcome to the stream, Skybricks Gaming. It's good to see you, my friend. My good friend, actually, Skybricks Gaming and I, we go way back. He's been stuck around the channel now, and unfortunately he's been dealing with me for, I believe, over 5 years at this point. I feel sorry for him. Though I must be doing something right if I've kept him around. I'm not scared off everyone, it seems. Okay, so let's go speak with Tessa.
This is for you, Skylander.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Never mind, I take it back, the hat is ugly. Tessa, I'm going to return this gift. Oh god, we're so old. That is right, we are old. I am 21, I'm 22 in October. I'm a 22-year-old man who plays Skylanders games on YouTube for a living. And you know what? I'm loving it. Off to Battle Ball Island we go. Oh yeah, it was a terrible gift. Wait, have I been calling Toasted Crumpet Toasted Crumb this entire time? Because the et keeps cutting off on the PlayStation chat. Oh dear. I should start calling Skybricks Gaming 83 Skybricks Gaming. Gaming without the G. Man, I hate ing words because the G isn't really heard, so taking out the G makes it exactly the same sound-wise. In fact, most people don't even use. What, we can taste a mystery beverage? Let's go! Ooh! I'm Mini Stormblade now. Let's go, Mini, let's go! Oh, we're no longer Mini, this is unfortunate. Battle Brawl Island and Spellpoint Library are the best levels in this game. I disagree with Battle Brawl Island. I think it's a little basic compared to the others, but Spellpoint Library is amazing. Shifting from 3D into a 2D plane where the art style is cel-shaded is absolutely gorgeous and very, very well made. It's really difficult, technically speaking, to shift from 3D to 2D. That is why you have the cutscenes beforehand. The cutscenes is actually the game loading. They're still really well made, the fact that they're able to mask that transition. Before talking about Spellpoint Library, we were definitely talking about something, but now I've completely forgot what it is we were talking about, so clearly it was nothing important. Good, I needed that food. Don't die me now, Stormblade, don't do it! Yes, we're sea level 3, let's go!
Send in a new challenger!
I mean, Battle Ball Island is really good for ranked up Skylanders, that's for sure. I like that. You know, rather than Mini Stormblade, what we have instead is Breeze Blade. Breeze, a Skylander which I own just to flex it, though she's not with me currently. Like most of my other Skylanders, she's currently at home, not at my university rented accommodation. Oddly enough, all of my Skylanders that I have with me at the moment, I obviously have Igknighter, I don't leave home without Igknighter. I have a legendary Light Core Grim Creeper, an Elite Slam Bam, I know, very, very random. And then I have all of the Superchargers and all of the Imaginators because I'm doing Soul Seekers series for both of those games at the moment. Because blades are synonymous with speed, don't you know, DJ? That is exactly why Skylanders with last name Blades are speedy. You tell me the word blade, and the first thing that comes to mind for me is speed. Blades and speed go 2 and 2, like peanut butter and jelly, or you know, peanut butter and jam plus grits. That is right, we call jelly jam and we call jello jelly. And we have a U in favourite. I've got to point it out when Earth and Avenger falsely called me his favourite Skytuber. That is wrong, that is my opinion, that I'm not my own favourite Skytuber, and my opinion is correct, that is how opinions work. But yeah, favourite has a U in it, people, you are spelling it wrong. Favourite colour, both of them have a U. What is Soul Seekers? Just check out my channel for some of the most recent videos. It's basically a series where I go through each of the Skylanders games, and in order to unlock the Skylanders to players them, I have to seek out their Soul Gem. It's a really fun alternative way of basically going through the game 100%. You can even use the Soul Seeker series as a guide, because I do go through them 100%. Die, 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 take my mash into the face, take my mash into the face, mash, 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 there you go, Idaho, way to go. You really need to stop shooting stuff at me, it's highly rude, old chaps. Ow, that was much pain. Die, 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 thank you. That was rude. They're shooting me over here. Mash, 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 mash. Way to go, Idaho. For unwavering passion. Oh dear, I would love to continue reading about unwavering passion, but at the moment I'm too busy trying not to die. Okay, here we go. There you go, Idaho. Why am I bringing a US state into this? At least I hope Idaho is a US state now that I've said that. I don't live in America, I'm not familiar with the states. Except for Virginia, I'm really familiar with Georgia for some reason, because it's where the bulk of the Warped is set. It's set in Georgia and Virginia are the two main states where the TV show and the comics and the games are set. Except for Season 2, that's set up near Michigan, and then Fear the Walking Dead is set in Texas. And then Last of Us is all over the place. I'm really bad at watching the Skytubers right now. I think I've just played the game so much that it's difficult for me to watch it now. Fair enough, that's why I always try to twist things and do things more in more unique manners, like Soul Seekers. It's not just playing the game in a traditional manner, and that's the thing with Skylanders, like, the potential to play things in different ways is infinite. These games don't really have a linear path, and not only do they encourage you to shine away from their linear intended paths, they downright encourage it, especially with Imaginators, where creativity is basically integral to the heart and soul of the game. Yes, one of my favourite levels in Battle Royale Island. And you use the U! Bionic Hero knows how to spell favourite correctly! I think Bionic Hero is now my new favourite person. Favourite with a U. I didn't know that was set in Michigan, that's where I live. Huh. The more you know. Toto's Walking Dead Season 2, I don't think it's set in Michigan, I think that's where they're working up toward. Because they're basically, they travel up north towards a settlement in Michigan where they're hoping that it's going to be cold enough so all the walkers are slow.
Do you think you could find those pirates and get it back for him?
Again, I could be wrong. It might not even be Michigan that they're trying to work up towards. I think it is. I'm just not all too familiar with the US states. So if I were to take an educated guess, that would be it. Oh, and then there's Oregon, which is where the PlayStation 4 exclusive Days Gone is set. And Days Gone is a really underrated game, by the way. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even if it does take quite a long time for the game to actually get good. Like, in the first 5 hours, I was quite iffy on it. I was like, do I really want to continue with this game? A game I'm not enjoying. But as soon as you get past that 5-hour mark, Days Gone gets really good. And it looks like I'm heading back to the Bandit train, folks. Tessa just really likes sending me to the Bandit train. Really, one of the Scream movies is set in Michigan. I did not know that. Oh, and Skybreaks Gaming is right under Michigan. Again, I could be wrong by saying it's Michigan, but I believe it's Michigan. As long as Michigan is up north, then that is where they are working towards in Telltale's Walking Dead Season 2. Also, Detroit Become Human. Wait, is Detroit in Michigan? That shows how much I know about the US states. I don't even know where Detroit is. In fact, I can't even remember if California is a state or a city. Like, I am that bad with US geography. It's almost like I don't live in the states. So if I don't live in the states, I don't think you'd expect me to be good at states geography. Yes, Detroit is in Michigan. The more you know. Okay, these puzzles are significantly easier than the last ones. Did you see Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal in Leicester Square last weekend? Nobody please spoil Transformers Rise of the Beast. I really want to watch it. Okay, Bon Hero, I won't spoil Rise of the Beast. I'll just tell you that you are in for a surprise. The film is actually really good. And no, I didn't. I've been at Lincoln. I've been too busy here at Lincoln, either making YouTube videos or completing university assignments, or going out delivering for Uber Eats because I've got to make my money somehow. Man's got to eat, and man can only eat when he has money to pay for food that he can eat. I mean, I had to look that up, so I don't blame you. Good, I'm not the only one bad with the States, but Skybreaks Gaming, you live in the States. What is this? You should be ashamed. Don't worry, I can't name more than 7 European countries. I have to worry about 50 micro countries. Could I name 7 European countries? I don't know, probably. Okay, it's this puzzle all over again. Let's see if I can remember how to do it competently. Which I don't actually. I don't remember how to do this. Oh wait, never mind. I think I just figured it out. I think. Did I? Oh, yes, I did. Push that up there. Left, and then back down again. That was way quicker than the first time around. I'm bad at geography, full stop. I'm even bad at geography in England. I mean, geography isn't really... This is a common misconception about geography. It's not really about where places are. What you got to be able to do is, yes, reading maps is part of it, but you've got to be able to read maps, not necessarily know where things are on maps. But geography is more so about the actual Earth itself, the science behind it. How do volcanoes function? How do glaciers function? Stuff like convection currents, hot and cold air, tectonic plates. All that sort of stuff. That's what you call physical geography, for scientific study of Earth. Whereas human geography is about the study of people, looking at income for countries, that sort of thing. Aid, which, goes behind politics and economics. So, geography is basically a mix of psychology and science. Now let's be speaking with Tessa.
You totally earned it.
One time I won Student of the Month in a geography class and I got lost on the way to my school's office. That is ironic and I love it. Tessa's just kind of given up on giving me hats apparently.
You were incredible.
Oh, Tessa has no more quests left for us. That's a shame. What else can we do around here? Do we have any wishing stones? Yes, apparently we do. Man, I'm really sweating over here. That's what the heat does to you. So we're not going to wear that, even though Stormblade doesn't have a hat currently. Let's destroy these things, because those crates look to me funny. We had it come in. Now let's go shopping for a bit. But yeah, geography isn't really about knowing where stuff is. That's more of a common misconception. And as for European countries, there's obviously the United Kingdom, but technically you could split that into 4 countries. So right off the bat, you have Ireland, England... What are the other 2 again? Scotland and Wales, I'm joking. My surname is Welsh, so you'd hope I would know about the country where my surname comes from. But until that, we've got Spain, Germany, France, Poland, Czech Republic, what else is in Europe? A bunch of other places. I hope Czech Republic is Europe, I believe it is. What else haven't I mentioned yet? Belgium, pretty sure that's a country. I mentioned Poland already. Well, they're obviously, you know, the obvious ones. There's Italy, the boot-shaped one. There you go. Italy, very famous country in Europe. You think I would have named that one sooner? Especially since they went on ahead and won the Euros. But yeah, when you say Europe, I'm pretty sure that the United Kingdom, France, Spain, Germany and Italy, they are going to be the first 5 that come to mind. Scandinavian countries, that's true. Those exist. Ooh, a hedgehog! Now that we're super fast, we are officially Sonic the Hedgehog with a hedgehog hat.
Stunning.
Oh yeah, you're stunning, girl! She knows her self-worth, alright. Anyway, let's be heading out. We got to beat Chaos at his own game, which is Skystone's. Not that Skystone's is his game, he doesn't exactly own it there. Portugal, that's a good one. Yep, Ukraine, Belarus. We just keep naming European countries now. My chat is better at this than me, apparently. But hey, someone said name 7. I named 7.
Impossible! It can't be!
I've been doing
You
a
made a deal,
Steel
Lord
Soul
Chaos.
run in Hollow Knight recently.
You're
Oh,
the
I still
winner.
need to get back to
Take
playing
my
Hollow Knight.
glories,
I've played a little bit of it and the game is
Crown.
really good. I just haven't got around
Never
to
take
playing
mine
more of it
anyway.
yet. Oh yeah, Eon looking mighty fine top hat. Wait, have we beat Chaos already? I guess we beat Chaos already, and we got a Chaos Crown!
Looking sharp.
My god, it looks good on Stormblade. Okay, so now let's head out for Spellpunk Library, get this Hugo quest finished. Actually, what about racing? How much of the racing have we done? We don't want to play online, we'll just go for a single race. Let's find out! Okay, we have triple stars there, triple stars there, triple stars there, triple stars there, oh, we haven't done Frozen Fossil Festival, and I assume we haven't done these Sky Challenges either, so let's get into the harder difficulty, and we obviously want a Sky vehicle for this. Sunrunner and Stormblade combination, never seen a better combination in my life. The game gets much better as you go along to endgame. Oh, I see! Well, I'm looking forward to getting back into it then. It's like Days Gone all over again, where it has a really rough start. Like, trust me, those of you who've only played the first 5 hours of Days Gone, all what you know is the bad parts of the game. Like, stick with it. Trust me, it gets better. I promise you. Well, I'm running out of energy quick. I think the Sunrunner is possibly the worst vehicle I could have chosen, as this vehicle kind of stinks. Why are you so weak and pathetic? Stop being weak and pathetic, you weak and pathetic piece of garbage. Ow. You see what I mean? I lost to a pipe. This thing is so weak, useless and pathetic that it can't even be a pipe. Okay, here we go with the DLC map. Stop shooting me! Okay, I paid for this map. I should have DLC privilege. Like Byleth and Smash Brothers, I should be able to kill at 11% on the middle of the stage. I am still salty about Byleth beating me at 11% with a forward smash in the middle of the stage. That happened once, and I just haven't been able to forgive Smash Brothers since. Like seriously, if there ever was a moment to showcase DLC privilege, it would be that moment. Oh my gosh, I can see their health bars! Wow! How useful! It's not like the colour indicator when you're going to attack them does that for you! Oh, what would you do without being able to see their health bars? You see, I don't exactly need to scan that person to tell that they're low on ammo, or health even, because now they're dead, so that shows how low on health they are. Oh no! Oh boy! Overpowered plank time! That plank is super overpowered, wow. Stop shooting me! Oh, never mind, they kept shooting me. That's rude. Oh, I really wish I had a better vehicle right now, but that's clearly asking too much. Oh yay, now I'm killing people. I like killing people. It's a jolly good pastime. But seriously though, why does that blast do so little damage and take up so much energy? That is not balanced. This is Funky Kong in Mario Kart Wii all over again, but the opposite of that. And I die. Frickin' Monty. Oh, and boss battles it's useful, but this isn't exactly a boss battle now, is it? I do like the Sunrunner, I do think it's one of the cool vehicles, it's just not been particularly useful in this exact race right now.
Final lap.
I think the scan does deplete health, but at the moment this Sunrunner is not fully upgraded. Oh no, people are attacking me again, it's so rude. Oh, watch out for the overpowered pipe. Sticking pipes, alright. Die, 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 die. Bastard stole my kill, that's a bit rude. And now they're trying to kill me! Oh, the audacity of this guy. Okay, give me something good. We'll take it. I was hoping for a shield in all honesty. Why did it not attack this stinking egg sooner? I'm losing health over here, man. I'm losing it. Go through the boost, and the boost. Miss the item boxes, because that's part of my plan. And yes, I'm calling them item boxes, deal with it. Even though this is not a Mario Kart ripoff. Far from it. Okay, now go, 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 go. Yes! And we only won because I said go several dozen times. Whew. Need to hydrate after that. Hydration is good. Very good. Recommend it. Anyway, we pour through Master Ranked Up. Okay, our power. Let's go technical analysis because the tech characters are better. Now let's choose another track. Let's go first and Fossil Festival, and why the heck not get a Supercharger combination? Give ourselves a bit of a buff. There we go. These other races, if they're coming for the king, that's a far cry. And yes, I directly quoted from The Weeknd. Okay, here we go. Let's take out some fools.
3, 2, 1, go!
Boom, baby! Oh yeah, and I also switched out the Deep Dive Gilgud because Deep Dive Gilgud I can put in the thumbnail. That's the sole purpose of Deep Dive Gilgud right here, thumbnail privileges, because Stormblade is a really gosh darn character to put in the thumbnail because there isn't any transparent renders of her, and whenever I want to try and get an image, in order to remove the white borders it's really difficult because Stormblade has so much white on her figure. So half the time I go to erase for white borders with the magic eraser tool in Photoshop, and it will just like erase half of the character. So I have to go through and manually erase the white border, which takes time and effort. You would think at this point I would just save a transparent render of her after I did it the first time, but oh well! So much about having decent assets. I mean, you can get transparent renders of Stormblade's Ring of Heroes render, but that's a Ring of Heroes render, and plus when you download it off of the Skylanders wiki, it's tiny. So you have to upscale it and lose a ton of resolution. My god, I'm saying so many technical thumbnail things! How I've grown! For those of you who don't know, pre-2019 I didn't even make thumbnails. My thumbnails were just the standard like YouTube default ones. So I've came a long way, let's just say.
Final stretch.
What little good is that? Where's the shields when you need them? You see how good shields would have been right now? Oh, that is a really awkward camera angle. Racing is cool, but I never mess with it. I gotta do it more. Oh yeah, I really do recommend it. It is a really good side bit for this game. I wish the main like vehicle sections throughout the levels were more like this. I mean, at the end of the day, they are vehicles. Why can't we race with them? Why do we drive from point A to point B? It's so dull compared to what it could have been, which is this. Take that, dive clops. Anyway, we're approaching the end. Oh, never mind, we are at the end. It hurts to be this good at a video game. I'm in physical pain. This is the recoil of my absolute sheer bodaciousness. I'm going to regret being that cocky later, I guarantee it. Okay, sweet. Got ourselves a bunch of stars. Now let's choose another track. We'll do Clockwork next. And again, we'll go back to the Sunrunner. It's like one of my only flaws with Superchargers vehicles are handled so weird. I don't mind for land vehicle sections. The sky ones are at least bearable, it's the sea ones I hate. With the exception of the one from Captain Clock Chicken HQ. For some reason, that sea section is just so much better than the others. Yep, back to the Sunrunner because it's the only sky vehicle I have on me at the moment. The only vehicles I have are the Crypt Crusher, the Reef Ripper, and the, well, obviously the Sunrunner, given that that's one I currently have on the portal. But yeah, I hope when I re-upload this, and I showcase my Crypt Crushing skills by beating it first try, you know, I'll edit all of that together, put that at the beginning of the video, so when this video goes back live again, I hope you enjoy that. And obviously when it goes back live again, I'll have the thumbnail prepped with a good render of Deep Dive Guild Run, for he now has the thumbnail privileges. I deemed it so! Okay, here we go, I'm getting a sense of deja vu, but this time we don't have any light bulbs. Yes, I got a mushroom! I mean, wing boot! Oh man, it's just so funny to compare this game to Mario Kart. I mean, you can't make a kart racing game without Mario Kart comparisons. I'm afraid that's the world we live in, where you make a kart race and you are automatically a shameless Mario Kart ripoff, no matter the differences you make to the formula. Even though when compared to other kart races, Superchargers is more unique compared to Mario Kart than other blatant ripoffs that aren't even trying to hide their shame. At least this one hides it, and it hides it well, because like I said, it's a lot more unique than people give it credit for. Like there's combat in this, there isn't combat in Mario Kart. Combat Mario Kart is solely items, you can still have being combat in this game without items. Plus, the tracks are based on two completely different things. Obviously Mario Kart tracks are based on the Mushroom Kingdom, whereas these tracks, they're based on the world of Skylanders, which is basically infinite possibilities of being honest here, because Skylanders has so many creative set pieces. Like this one is based on obviously Future of Skylands, and Future of Skylands was a fantastic level which resulted in a fantastic track. But Mario Kart doesn't have guns. Yeah, they should put guns in Mario Kart. Then it'll be a Cars 2 ripoff. It'll be a ripoff of Cars 2, the video game, if Mario Kart had guns. And I would just love so desperately to be able to say the sentence, Mario Kart is now officially a rip-off of Cars 2, the video game. That sentence would bring me so much joy. Okay, give me item. Yay. Oh, this is good. We'll take it. Now stop shooting me! It's rude. Shortcut! I somehow forgot the shortcut was there. Shot for the Wolfgang. After this we'll go back to Swap Up Library and complete this quest. Then we will call it a day. And then for the 10th episode we're going to have just a really bloated, epic finale. We'll probably stream for about 4 hours straight, but we will get this game finished. You can mark my words on that. Mark them! Anyway, I hope this guy has plenty of money so we can buy out the shop in a bit. Grab the item, the much needed item. That's useful. I am wasting my energy over here. Buzzwing, get back here! Stop shooting me! Oh boy, they're still shooting me. Oh, I missed the item, that is a shame. Do not commit murder against me! Ouch, I missed a shortcut. Well, I'm probably gonna have to redo this race now anyways. My bad. That's what I get for missing a shortcut.
Take this!
Oh, we just got second place. That is a shame. We almost made a last minute comeback. Hot take, Need for Speed is a rip-off of Mario Kart. Absolutely, that's what it is. 1000%. Couldn't agree more. Nice try, game. You're going to insult me this way. Oh, we can't have that. I suppose we'll have to just try again. We can't be having that. Nice try. You can take your nice tries, and I'm going to imply where you can shove it without stating it explicitly. There you go, it has been implied, where it can take its nice try and shove it. Okay, let's skip that. Because as we know in the Soul Seeker series, we are a big fan of the best button.
Ready.
The skip button.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, boosting. I'm having a feeling that this way is much quicker because all of the other Sky vehicles seem to go this way and then overtake me. There you go. Oh, I'm also thinking, on the topic of Mario Kart, to do a Mario Kart stream with viewers at one point. It would be really fun, and better yet, I would get to thrash you all because I am very good at Mario Kart. I have no idea how good you are at Mario Kart, which is why I'll be really interested in playing against you all. So let me know if that's an idea you are big fans of. I know I'm personally a fan of the idea. Plus, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just a game that a lot of people own, a lot of people like playing, especially with YouTubers when they stream it. And it would be a blast, an absolute blast. That's putting it mildly. I am very bad at Mario Kart, but sure. Oh yes, I look forward to beating you then. Because like I say, I am very good at Mario Kart. That's going to be the most fun part of the stream, getting to see my perspective, so then you guys can see all of my neat tricks that I have that, you know, it's small things that I do that ensure my ultimate victory. In terms of the lines I take, I have good lines in Mario Kart. So I'm a good time trier. And I practice lines over and over again. But also stuff like realigning after a drift, using items efficiently. Like, for example, when you have a banana and a blue shell's coming for you, throw your banana forwards, run into it, and then during the invincibility frames you dodge the blue shell. So yes, there is still some damage being inflicted upon you because you're slowed down by the banana. But a banana hit is far less punishing than a blue shell hit. So you can do that to minimise your blue shell damage. Or you can just use the mushroom and boost right past it. Yes, I can dodge blue shells with a mushroom. And in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that is significantly harder than in other games. Though it's easier than for Wii U version. The Wii U version is really hard to dodge mushrooms, or dodge blue shells with mushrooms. For some reason in Deluxe they made it slightly easier. Would I need those DLC tracks? I didn't buy those. Because I would be the host and I would set up a room, then so long as you have Nintendo Online Pass, you'll be able to play them still. You won't be able to vote for them, but when they are voted for, you'll play them just fine. So yeah, that's really cool of Nintendo, because obviously in previous Mario Kart games, if you didn't have the DLC tracks and they were voted for, you'd be booted out the room. But at least now you can play for DLC tracks if they're voted for, you just can't vote them yourself if you don't own them. Okay, here we are. I need the shields. But what I would honestly recommend doing is, rather than buying those tracks as their own individual thing, I would recommend... Fuck you, Stormblade. Oh, and there's the swear! There's the first swear of the video, guys! there has to be one! But, like I say... I'm trying to concentrate and Stormblade just killed me again! Well, I'm glad you're a fan of the swears. They're squishy. But yeah, I'd recommend getting actually the expanded pass, because then you get the N64 library. Die! 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 Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's restart. That is really unfortunate. This track is based in Time Town. Technically I have the Mario Kart DLC, but not Mario Kart. I have a group plan with some friend with expansion pass. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Get expansion pass, then you get the DLC tracks free, you get the Splatoon 2 DLC for free, you get the N64 library, there's a bunch of awesome stuff. Do not quote me on that!
Ready.
You can quote me on that, you can quote me on do not quote me on that, but just do not quote me on that. But do quote me on that, just not on that. You can quote me on this, and you can quote me on that, but not on that, but on this. Yeah, that's really messed up. Stormblade ruined that race. Frickin' Stormblade, am I right? Mushroom power! Let's go really inside. Blow up the rock. Itch my nose. Sure, you quoted me on that. King Toasts, I'm awful proud. I think you should play a Spry. I will not play a Spry! Plus, I don't even have Spry on me. Spry is one of my Skylanders currently at home. And I am not currently at home. Couldn't play a Spry even if I wanted to. Yes, give me shields. Shortcut. Oh, we're leagues ahead of everyone now, but we've just got to... We have the lead, and now we've got to keep it. And invisible walls do not help on that cheese. I do say cheese a lot. Yes, I am at the university right now. I've technically finished my course. All of my assignments have been finished and handed in. But I'm still living here because I still have the home that I've rented for another few months now, and I might as well take advantage of it given that I've paid for it. Though I can technically head home anytime I please. I just got to call up my parents and, you know, have them help me with all my stuff, getting it home and all that. Which I'm planning to do at the end of July. I just finished my course in film production. I finished my course in film production, but I'm looking to go into the field of editing for the film industry. I mean, I edited Beyond Silence for a reason, because that's the area of expertise I want to go into. In fact, I just want to be a post-production specialist period. I want to, you know, be a colorist. I want to be an editor. Because editors are the unsung heroes of filmmaking. Like, without editors, you do not have a film. All what you have is raw, scattered footage. Without any means and coherency to make any sense whatsoever. Which is why you need editors. Without editors, there simply is no film. Oh, where are you missing an area in Trap Team? Because Trap Team had some really horrible areas for you to find. If you told me which level it is, I'd probably know where the area can be found. Probably, anyway. Monster Marsh has some really sneaky areas in it. And the problem with these all areas found objectives is that sometimes you'll go into an area and it won't even have a collectible, so you'll sometimes just forget to go into that area because you think that there's nothing important there because of the lack of collectibles, but you've been wrong. You still need to go into the area for the sake of all areas found. Monster Marsh is definitely the trickiest. Operation Battlefield has some sneaky ones as well. What else has some really sneaky ones? Oh, Telescope Tower is the worst one for it. Okay, answer me this. How were the last 2 races so stressful and then that was an absolute cakewalk? And if the game just take pity on me, was third time, well then again I did get a much better time this time around as well. Like I got under 4 minutes and the previous 2 attempts were well over that, so I suppose that helps. But still, to absolutely clean slate that time round compared to the last 2 races, that's absurd. You had to leave and come back to fix it. Yep, that's Trap Team for you. Who do I think is the best of all these elements? Probably air, so we'll go with some Tailwind. So let us head back. Well, I didn't mean to go to the racing menu, I meant to go to the academy. Let's head back to the academy. Oh my gosh, the stream! You mean the stream, not Trap Team. It's Squishy playing Trap Team and you're one watching the stream. Had to go, come back. That's cool, I appreciate you coming back. The stream's quality isn't really the finest right now. Thank you for nothing, you useless Wi-Fi.
Fear about fish.
Give me their sweet treasures. Anyway, what we're going to do here is that because the stream seems to be on its last legs, before it crashes, we are going to go to the store, and then we're going to conclude the stream. I would have done this Pokemon Library as well if we didn't fail so many times at the track. But because of the time waste there, we're basically just going to end up the stream after we're done with the store and after we're done with Wish and Well. Especially since by the time I tap onto the beginning of this video, when I re-edit it together, by the time I tap onto the beginning, the Crypt Crusher challenge, it will be close to an hour and a half, which is what I want this episode to be. This will be 1 hour and a half, and then the next episode will be insane by comparison, because we'll have a lot to do, but we're going to do it all with a 10th ultimate episode and the finale of the Skylanders Superchargers Soul Seeker series, which isn't going to be happening until around August time, so it is going to be a bit of a wait. The Skylanders streams between then, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm obviously going to continue doing Telltale's Walking Dead every Sunday, and then midweek I'm going to start doing Horizon Forbidden West much more. I'm looking forward to returning to Forbidden West, it's such a good game. I'm going to be streaming Telltale's Walking Dead tomorrow, and it's going to be the finale for Season 2. I'm really hyped, because it is such a good episode. No Going Back is an S-tier Telltale Walking Dead episode, and it's my second favourite episode of Season 2, hands down. I think it's just below In Harm's Way, which is my favourite episode of Season 2, and then it's Episode 1, All That Remains. So basically, Season 2, the odd-numbered episodes are easily the best ones. In 4th place is the second episode, which is also really good. Season 2 is very strong. The only weak point is Amid the Ruins, which is easily the low point of the season for me. It's just such a filler episode where nothing really happens. There is no progression to the story. All what really happens is that it's 2 hours of me hating Sarah, first of all, but then it's just Rebecca's birth, really. well, her birth and her subsequent death. Spoiler alert much. But yeah, you have that to look forward to on Sunday, and for Wake of Skylanders streams, I'm not sure what I'll be doing because I have so few Skylanders on me. I suppose I could do a Grim Creeper solo run if anyone would be interested in that. But it's mostly going to be Forbidden West from this point forward. Oh yeah, an hour and a half is a usual streaming amount, but you know, Skybricks Gaming does go a little over the top when it comes to how long his streams get, but I admire that. I did a 24-hour live stream, and that, well, after that stream, I crashed, I slept for about 8 hours straight until it was time for me to then stream Telltale's Walking Dead. But yeah, after that I crashed, I was absolutely dead, I slept like a rock after that. But all that being said and done, I will see you for the finale of the Skylanders Superchargers Soul Seeker series. You better be here. Be here or be square. You don't want to be square, you want to be here where it's going to be epic. But obviously, until that moment arises, thank you so much as always for watching. Peace!